Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a pre-order new release haul. So most of these are from Amazon and they are my new release volumes that have been accumulating behind my desk for a few weeks now, so I'm really excited to open these. I think there's one or two non-release volumes, but I have no idea where they are in the stack anymore because I kept dropping them and knocking them over. We also have a few from Blackwell's that we're going to open first before we get to the new releases. I am cradling this because this is so unstable. I'm going to take it down. So let's just get straight stuck in. Let's start the Blackwell's ones because I know they're not pre-orders, and we have got Bookmark, Packing Slip, and Fire Force 4. I have 1 to 3, and then 5, 6, miss a few, and then 11 through 15. Blackwell's always seems to have Fire Force for about £6.60 something, which is about the right price to do as part of a 3 for 2. So buying these from Blackwell's is about the same price as if you bought it from Forbidden Planet. So I was like, just bite the bullet and get volume 4 so then I can continue and read a whole bunch at once. Really enjoyed what I've read so far, so I'm looking forward to being able to binge a bunch in one go. If you're not aware, it's the same author as Soul Eater, that's it, Soul Eater. Next parcel we have got Bookmark. Where's the packing? Oh, there's the packing slip. And yay! Drifting Dragons Volume 3. I've been loving Drifting Dragons so much. The art style's so pretty, and it's like a fantasy slice of life almost, and you don't get too many of those. And there's a whole bunch about cooking and food, and I love manga about cooking and food. Loved Food Wars. I've loved Restaurant to Another World. I've enjoyed Drifting Dragons. Always willing to try a manga series that has got food in it. And Blackwell's had these for a good price as well. I only picked up volume 3, though I was tempted to pick up what they had. I limited myself, so it was hard. Next, we've got Bookmark, Packing Slip, Year in the Haunted Hot Springs Volume 3. Actually, I'm just going to open the next one because this should. Bookmark, Packing Slip, Yuna in the Haunted Hot Springs Volume 2. I bought Volume 1 of this, I think 2018. No, it was before 2016 maybe. It was definitely an even numbered year, and I haven't been able to find Volume 2 since. I hadn't seen it at Forbidden Planet. I've been to many Forbidden Planets since then, not seen any of those. Amazon always listed it as out of stock. Book Depository had it once and it was $11.99. I was like, oh, no, too much, too expensive. So when I saw them on Blackwell's, yes, finally! I'm going to be able to continue this series. I need to try and remember what Volume 1 was about. The fact that I have been trying to look for it for so long suggests that I did enjoy it. I just need to remember what it was about. These are Ghost Ship, so it was definitely adult. Maybe that's why I enjoyed it, because I'm an adult. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not as impressive as it has been before, but still not bad. 4 bookmarks. I could probably make something elaborate with all my Blackwell's bookmarks, like, I don't know, a gown. I don't know. Right, on to the Amazon pre-orders. As I said, I think there's 1 or 2 in here that are just volumes I've picked up because they were on sale, but most of these are new releases. Some of them I've been waiting on for a while, so the fact I've been able to hold on for this long is pretty good for me. Right, so first we have Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle Volume 14. This is such an amazing series. It is hilarious. It is my it's such a good level of humour. I love the humour. It's like a bit game style because it's like skills and stats and stuff, but also she's just a terrible person and I love it. Everyone loves her even though she's a terrible person, and it's great. It's just so silly, it's funny, and it's so cute. The teddy demons are the absolute cutest. I'm fairly sure that Volume 15 is meant to actually come out soon. That's just how long it's taken to release over here. Alright. Next. Oh! Next we have got We Swore to Meet in the Next Life, and that's when things got weird. This is an isekai, kind of, sort of. People have been isekai'd into our world, onto Earth. They were in a world where she was a princess and he was a knight, and their love was not meant to be because of their social standing, and now they've been reincarnated and they're giving it a go. The only problem is that she's like in her 40s, I think, and he's 16, 17, like a teenager, so it's a bit weird. But also isekai. I think it's only 3 volumes as well, unless I'm mistaken. There's been a whole bunch of mixed feelings around this because of the age gap, which I understand, but also it's magic and they've been isekai'd, and also I'm a lot less bothered. It's definitely not the weirdest age gap romance I've read, or the one that I've been the least keen on. But if it's a short series, I'm happy to wrap it up and leave it as that. But we'll see. We'll see. Whoopsie! I'm gonna break something. I'm too aggressive. I'm just too excited. Oh! Drugstore in Another World: The Slow Life of a Cheap Pharmacist. Isekai! I have pre-ordered. I went on Amazon and Blackwell's and I pre-ordered every volume 1 of an isekai that I could find that releases. That I could find regardless of when it released. Some of them are releasing even in October. I think I ordered like 40 different volume 1s with sporadic release dates between now and October, and this is, I think, the first of the whole bunch I ordered. I think they're just reincarnated in another world and they start running a drugstore. I love it. Just because it'd be so much fun. I love it. Yes. Isekai. 7Cs. They're almost always 7Cs. 7Cs are Yen Press. All isekai seem to be them. Right. Here we have got... Ooh, this one wasn't a pre-order, but this is an isekai I wasn't aware of. A gentle noble's vacation recommendation. And it's Tokyo Pop. Oh my goodness. I don't think... do they still print? Are Tokyo Pop still printing? When was this printed? 2020? Are they making a comeback? Oh my gosh. I don't have any new Tokyo Pop volumes. This is really exciting. That might be more exciting than the actual volume itself. Oh, there's some colour. There's colour page. But it's not glossy, it's matte. Oh, that's so strange. I'm so confused, I'm so baffled. Wow. Yes, someone informed me this is an isekai, and I have to buy an isekai because I love isekai. I really don't know much about it, so that'll be fun to read when I get to it. I think there's a few volumes out, which is why it's not a new release. There's 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 3 maybe, I don't know. Right. Next we have got Miss Koizumi Loves Ramen Noodles, Volume 3. Oh, that's strange. It's glossy. Volumes 1 and 2 aren't glossy, they're matte. And published by Dark Horse. So this is such a wholesome, nice manga that you really cannot read if you're hungry. The entire premise is there is this character called Miss Koizumi, and she loves ramen. She really loves ramen. And it is just following her touring around trying different types of ramen, and every chapter is just like different ramen, and it just makes you so hungry, especially when you're like, that looks so good. Oh, such good. I just want to eat ramen when I read it. And there's different. Sometimes she'll have weird ramens. She'll have usual ramens. There'll be ramen challenges. They don't publish very often at all. Yearly maybe. I've been waiting on volume 3 for like 6 months now. It was meant to release a while back and it got pushed back. Or the original release date was wrong. I'm not sure which. Next. Yay, we have Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest Volume 7! I'm a big Fairy Tail fan. If you didn't know, I have all the Fairy Tail and all the spin-offs. And it's great being able to be up to date with this series. It's basically Fairy Tail. It just continues on from Fairy Tail. If you have not heard of the 100 Years Quest, Fairy Tail sort of wraps up and has an ending. And then this just sort of goes, but wait, there's more. And more story happens. There is suddenly a bigger bad than the bigger bad from the main story. And that's what's happening. I have no idea how long this series might end up being. The original was 63 volumes. I wonder if this will hit similar levels. Suddenly everyone seems a lot weaker than they were, but I do love Fairy Tail. I'm gonna hit that issue again of what to read first. Especially with how many hauls I'm doing today. Next, we have, it's plastic wrapped. That's why it's plastic wrapped. I'm the hero, but the Demon Lord's also me. They look like balloons. They look very silly. I think this is an isekai from my understanding. Yeah, it is an isekai. I think. I'm unclear. I guess I'll find out when I start reading it. This is a new release, and I thought it looked hilarious. Not gonna lie, I looked at the cover and I thought, yes. Because, terrible person. I weirdly enjoy plastic wrap manga because you like to rip it off and then you open it and go, that's why it was wrapped in plastic. But that cover was, you know, probably reason enough. Oh, come on. Oh dear. Next, we have got By the Grace of the Gods, Volume 2. I got Volume 1 not too long ago, and yeah, it's a nice, sweet, wholesome isekai. Not a huge amount has happened so far. I'd say this is like a mid-tier isekai so far. It's another one of those where the person's been isekai'd and talking to the gods are like, sorry, it was a mistake, you weren't meant to die, we'll send you to another world as an apology. And the dude's like, you know, these things happen, you'd probably tried your best. Like, what is wrong with you? Why are you not kicking up more of a fuss? But I digress. It was, yeah, quite pretty, and he's pretty OP, and isekais where they're OP is great. But it's also sad that I'm already caught up at like Volume 2. Next, we have got oh, this arrived today. This is not a pre-order. This is Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, Volume 5. I saw this at a really good price on Amazon, so I grabbed it. I think it was like £6 something. When, what does it retail at? I think it's like $10.99, $11.99 at Forbidden Planet. So that is much cheaper than 3 for 2. So I am missing Volume 4, so I need to grab that next time I go to Forbidden Planet, or it comes on sale on Amazon. This has been really good. I enjoyed this way more than I thought I would. I thought this was like a magic series based on the cover at Volume 1 and based on the title. It turns out it's not. It's like a slice of life following teenage girls as they're coming to terms with their sexuality and all that. What it means, what they want from a relationship, what they starting to feel things as their body is changing, and it's been quite lovely and cute and sweet, and also the covers are really nice now that I've realised what they are. And also rainbow spines. Hopefully this won't get too topply. Hopefully. Right. Next. we have got Ride Your Wave, the manga. So I believe this is based on an anime movie, but as I don't really watch much anime, I am not too sure. The gist I felt from what I've seen other people say is that it's like on the same sort of lines as Your Name, not necessarily for plot, but it being really pretty and that sort of feeling people have gotten when they've watched it. It's been similar as what I think I'm trying to say, really badly. I know what I mean, I hope you know what I mean too. But it's a one shot as well, so that'll be neat. I think it's a one shot. Like, it's spoilers? No. I think it's a one shot. Yeah, so that'll be a nice thing to run through, especially it does look really pretty having a flip through. I love the cover. The cover's gorgeous. That's so nice. 7Cs. Thank you, 7Cs. Let's do the next one. Oh, another plastic wrapped. Sex Ed 120% Volume 1. That is so thin. That is a thin volume. Let's talk about sex. Okay. I shouldn't be too confused at it being plastic wrapped. Again, I don't know too much about this one, but I saw a lot of people saying good things about it and that it's like a slice of life. Maybe, is it a bit like Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season? I don't know, I guess I'll have to read it to find out. It's a volume 1, so there'll be more than one volume. This comedy is more than just dirty jokes, it's time for class. Well, I certainly hope there's dirty jokes, because they're my favourite kind of jokes. Along with bad puns. I always love a bad pun. Dirty joke or bad pun. They're the best. Okay. This one's got a rubber band. You can go over there. Ooh, this is a weird, strange Amazon parcel. What's in this one? Ooh, Farming Life in Another World Volume 2. Isekai. Really, a bit of a weird isekai. Like, even from it's a very obvious harem, however you want me to pronounce it. This guy is reincarnated and they're like, what do you want in your new world? And he's like, I just want to be able to farm. I want a farming tool to help me farm. And he just starts farming and he's having such a nice time, just like building a house and tilling fields, and he starts caring for like these wolves. And then these sort of women appear because they've been fleeing from something and they start living with him and helping him. And then they're just, at one point, they turn up to him like, we're going to breed with you tonight. And he's like, what? And then the next morning he's like, I suppose as long as I can keep farming, I don't mind. What? Yeah, it's a bit strange. But I think this also only releases maybe once a year. So I'll have a while for another one to come out. But I loved, he keeps doing like top-down views of the farm to see how he's built it up, how he's spread it, and it just reminds me of Harvest Moon when you can see like how your farm's developing, and I really liked those bits. Or Stardew Valley. It just feels a bit weird saying that out loud. Okay, next we have Blue Flag Volume 7. The penultimate volume. We're so close. That is one thick boy though. That is, goodness. I can't wait to see how this is gonna finish now. I enjoyed this way more than I thought I would. I thought this was going to be just a bit too sappy for me. I usually get a bit when it's overly sappy and heartfelt, but I haven't with this one. I've just enjoyed it, which did surprise me. And there is only 8 volumes. And art style is gorgeous. It's not horrendously text heavy, especially for a big manga. Often when you have a bigger manga there's a lot of text and it makes it easier to read, but there isn't that much text in this one. Goodness, such nice spines. Oh, you sit there all carefully and not topple, please. If I tilt you, I'll do it better right. Yeah, let's swap you. see less in shadow. There we go. Less shadow, I think. Some of these I think have more than one volume, and this has 2 volumes. So we have got Promise Neverland Volume 19. Another penultimate volume. There are only 20 volumes in this series. I think 20 is supposed to release in July, end of July. Ooh, I can't wait to see what happens. Like, I want to know how it's going to wrap up in 2 volumes. I saw this last time I was in Forbidden Planet, but I didn't have my phone on me, so I couldn't check if Amazon had shipped it, because Amazon was also meant to ship it the same day. So I had to just wait and hope, and it turns out they had shipped it. So I was like, yes! This was a series I picked up volume 1 of because I thought the cover looked really cute, and I thought it was going to be a really sweet, heartwarming series. Yes, I was wrong. Very wrong. Well, there are parts of it that are heartwarming, but just not... It's just not a, nice series? That's not... Well, not because... It's not like Sunshine and Daisies. It's a bit more actiony than I expected when I first picked it up, is what I'm meaning to say. Okay, and the second volume in here is Kaguyasama Lover's War Volume 19. Oh! I love this series so much. It's just so funny. It makes me laugh. It actually makes me laugh, and I did a review video about it because I liked it so much. I wanted to just talk about why I liked it, and there are spoilers in there about why I've enjoyed it. But, that's so exciting. This has quite a few volumes out now. I don't know how far behind the English copies are from Japanese now, but with popular series like that, we're not usually too far behind. But then again, I'm also UK, which means further behind again than the US. Right, we have in here 1 volume. We have My Hero Academia Team Up Missions. Yes! Yes! I was actually just rereading some My Hero Academia last night, so this is wonderful to open today. I don't really know much about this at all. I think it's just like side stories. I have My Hero Academia School Briefs. Is that the light novel? I accidentally picked up the light novel volumes and think I meant to pick up My Hero Academia Smash instead. But oh well, I'll still read them and I'll pick up Smash at another date. This is... oh my gosh. It's been ages since I read a My Hero Academia new volume. Because that's why I started rereading them, because I've been waiting on volume 27? Yeah, I'm waiting on volume 27 and seeing some people starting to get their volume 28. It's just like, no! Please send some 27s my way to the UK. Please! Wonderful. Great. Cool. Okay. This one. We're not too far from the end. We're not too far. This. Oh, it's a little crease. We have volume 8 of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Oh! Legend of Zelda is my favourite video game series ever. I have actually been playing a bunch of Wind Waker today. I love Wind Waker. I play randomizers of Wind Waker. Twilight Princess is another one of my top favourite Zelda games. Just the Zelda manga was some of the first manga volumes I ever owned as well. I absolutely love them. Originally, I think when they announced they were doing a Twilight Princess manga, they said they would expect it to be about 4 volumes, and we're on volume 8. Because most of the other Zelda mangas haven't been longer than 2 max. So Ocarina of Time is 2 volumes. The Oracle games, well, that's Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons, 2 volumes. Four Swords Adventures are 2 volumes. But all the other Zelda ones they've done have just been single volumes. So it was a bit surprising when they were like, okay, Twilight Princess is going to be 4 volumes long. And then I remember getting to the end of volume 4 and I was like, wait a minute, that's not the ending. We're still halfway through the game. How is this a 4-volume series, and then I looked it up and it was like, no, actually they're still going. They must have changed their minds at some point. I'd love if they did a Wind Waker one. There was an unofficial Wind Waker manga done at some point. I've read that, but it's not the same. There's not a Phantom Hourglass one. Please do a Wind Waker one. They might do a Breath of the Wild one, because that's more hot at the moment. Skyward Sword kind of had one. It had a prequel. It was in Hyrule Historia. But you can see how much it's bent, because it's like... Look at that. Bump, bump. Sad times. Just like... Yeah, that'll be fine. Just leave it on the shelf for a while and it'll straighten out. And the other volume in here is Persona 5 6. It's like a video-themed gamed parcel. I feel really silly saying Persona 5 6 when I put Persona 5 in my spreadsheet and I did a different row for each volume and I dragged Persona 5 down. I didn't notice till a couple of months later it actually changed it from Persona 5, then Persona 6, Persona 7, Persona 8, Persona 9. I was like, that's not helpful, Excel. Yeah. Is that a Ketchi? Is it Ketchi? Although, why is it a Ketchi? Because we're in the 3rd palace. Do we see much of him? Although then, we also saw a whole bunch of Makoto on volume 4, and she wasn't... You saw Makoto in her like outfit in volume 4, but you don't see her in the volume, or you do right at the end. And it's like, come on, come on. Never see him coming. 2 volumes left. 2 volumes left. What else could there be? Yay! An Incurable Case of Love Volume 7, the final volume. This actually... Oh, there's a bit of a dent. How saddening. This actually arrived about 2 weeks ago, and I was trying to not just open it because I wanted to film them all, and that's so exciting. That might be the first one I read. Oh no, because I might read Fairy Tale. No, I might read Blue Flag. Oh, Promise Neverland. Well, let's see what's in this parcel. This might be the game changer. This might be the one that I open. I read first, not open. Ooh. Eden Zero Volume 11. Owie. That was silly of me. Eden Zero Volume 11. I'm now actually caught up with this series, which is great because I sort of semi-caught up with it, and then I couldn't find Volume 9 for a while, and I think I ended up just ordering it, or did I find it? If you've been buying it, I can't remember. But yeah, I was mostly caught up, and then I wasn't for a while, and now I'm caught up again, so let's see if I can stay caught up. This is Fairy Tale in space, if you're not aware of it, basically. It's really good, and I love the action scenes. The action scenes are really good, and I like the chemistry between all the characters. And Volume 10, was it Volume 10? Volume 10 was amazing. Volume 10 was, I gave it a 10 out of 10 in my spreadsheet. That's how much I enjoyed it. And like, I can pull the volume number out of my head. If I can pull the volume number out of my head, that means it's usually a 10 out of 10. So I can do the same for a whole bunch of series. And Eden Zero's volume, top rated volume for me at the moment, is Volume 10. So I'm so excited to read this one to see what's going to happen next. Actually, we do have one more honourable mention that I've already opened and read, and that is, because it's actually, oh dear, it's actually right next to me, and that is One Piece 96. I am a huge One Piece fan. It is one of the older series in my collection. After like Love, Hina and Naruto, it was One Piece. I was picking these up like on my way home from school for £2 each, so I bought a whole bunch out of order, what I could find. I have a special place in my heart for One Piece, and I'd gotten my vaccine, and I'd been queuing for hours, and I was tired, and I was cold, and I was grumpy, and my arm hurt, and I was starting to not feel well, and this was on the floor of my house when I got home, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna sit in bed and read One Piece and sulk a little, and that's what I did. That's what I did. And it was such a good volume. Because yes, I've already read it, of course. Oh my gosh, Odin, what a guy, what a guy. I'd say if you haven't started reading One Piece, definitely give it a go, but I understand 96 volumes can be horrendously daunting, and so I'd definitely say have a go using the app. I can't remember if it's Shonen Jump or Viz because I don't use it myself. I want to say Shonen Jump. I want to say Shonen Jump, but I'd have to check first. Or there are box sets. Box sets are usually pretty well priced if you decide to go that. Especially go for a second-hand box set. Depends on how much you care about the quality. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how close we are to 100 volumes. They've started to announce what the volumes are going to look like. 99, 100 and 101 are going to form a three-piece... What's the word? A continuous piece of artwork, and they've announced 99, and have not yet seen volume 100. But I'm not gonna lie, slight tear in my eye when I was like, I'm gonna see a volume 100 now. That was close. Oh my gosh. One Piece just means so much for me. I'll put you on the stack, though, if you've already been read. Yay! Pre-orders and new release hauls are my favourite thing ever. It's not quite the same to me. It used to be I'd go shopping, Travel Man Forbidden Planet, and I'd go in and I'd always start at A and I'd work through the shelves and I'd pick out immediately any new releases I saw, and it was wonderful. You had already a full stack that you were going to buy before you hit Z. But then then you could go back and you go again, what other series do I want to pick up? Any series I'm trying to continue on with that aren't new releases, I'm just trying to catch up. But it's not quite the same since lockdown, and I don't get to go to the physical shops as often as I used to. What do I read first? I was going to say I'll pick out ones I'm most excited by, but besides some of the not pre-order ones, like Maidens, Your Savage Season, I can't even read it because I don't have volume 4, and the bottom 4 aren't new releases, but I'm still excited for them. I mean, I just want to read all the others. Oh my gosh. Promise Neverland, definitely. Incurable Case of Love, because that's the final volume. Ooh. And also the plastic wrap ones, because I love plastic wrap manga. Well, I really hoped you enjoyed today's haul video. If you have enjoyed it, why not subscribe? Because right after this, I'm about to film 2 more haul videos using all the manga down below me. There is going to be a Forbidden Planet Traveling Man shopping haul video and another second-hand manga video. You might be wondering, didn't you just do a second-hand manga? How are you doing so much? Well, all the manga from my previous second-hand haul video had been sat behind my desk for weeks and weeks, and this all arrived like a day ago. Having ordered it 2 days before that, it took 2 days to arrive. How insane is that? Well done, World of Books. Well done. Yes, if you have enjoyed this and you like haul videos, be sure to subscribe so you'll be alerted when I post those. Also, don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed it, and leave a comment about do any of these series excite you? Are you wanting to read them? Have you read them? No spoilers, please. But yeah, let's talk and share the manga love. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next haul. Bye!